Welcome again. This is Domit Interiors Limited. We are interior designers and interior builders. So this afternoon, we are going to talk about a roll bolt like this one. A roll bolt is a special bolt that enables you to mount shelving or equipment on walls or ceiling. If the ceiling is made of concrete, you can use a roll bolt like this one to mount equipment like HVAC, air conditioning equipment, or ducting, or anything that you'd want to mount on the ceiling or on the walls. So for this case, we are going to use a roll bolt. As you can see, it expands. It's made up of two parts. One, the bolt itself, as you can see on the inside, and the outer shell. So that's the roll bolt. Now, in this case, we are going to fix these steel shelves on this wall. As you can see, I have already done holes on the walls, and the shelves come with brackets, steel brackets with holes to allow me mount the roll bolts. So one thing that is very confusing about roll bolts is the diameter of the hole that one should do on the wall or on the concrete slab above versus the hole that you should do on the bracket like this one. So let's say this is an M10. M10 simply means that the bolt itself, the center bolt, has a diameter of 10 millimeters, not the outer shell. That means M10 means that the hole you will drill on the bracket, not on the wall. The hole that you will drill on the bracket is the one that should be 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters. You can add an extra millimeter and do 11 millimeters. There is no harm because the head of the bolt is still big enough, and it also comes with a washer. You can see the washer right there. So that's the 10 millimeter. That means you can do a hole that is 11 millimeter or even 12. See, here is one, the inner part of the roll bolt that have separated from the outer shell. So as you can see, this one is a 10 millimeter hole, and the bolt itself has gone through. And you use appropriate metal bits, metal drill bits, to have the hole done. So as I've said, if it is M10, so that means 10 millimeters. So let your bit, metal bit, be around 11 millimeter or 12 millimeter. We allow the 1 or 2 millimeters for play, just an allowance for your bolt to go through. You don't want it to be too tight for your bolt to go through. You use an appropriate drill like this one to drill through. So now the outer casing, you separate it, you unwind the center bolt and you remain with the outer casing. And let me see if I can separate it with the one hand. Let me put the camera here. There. So let us separate it. So there is the outer casing. So this is the one that you put into the hole on the wall or on the ceiling. So you use a concrete bit with a hammer drill and you do the hole. Okay. Approximate size of the concrete bit can be 16 millimeter. That will allow you to have your outer casing of the roll bolt fit very well to the hole on the wall or on the concrete slab. So once you mount the steel shelves or whatever you're doing, you drive the bolt through.